The storm didn't let up that night. Rain pounded the roof, thunder cracked the sky, and the flickering candlelight made the little room feel like another world, warm, shadowy, and dangerously intimate. Elise tried to focus on the sound of the rain, but all she could really hear was Lance's steady breathing beside her. He sat so close she could feel the heat radiating from his body, their shoulders brushing every time she shifted. "You're awfully quiet," he murmured. "I'm trying to ignore you." "That's impossible." "Admit it?" She glared at him, but the faint curve of his smile made her pulse race. "Why do you enjoy annoying me so much?" "Because," he said smoothly, leaning just a little closer, "you blush like crazy, and I like making you feel things you don't expect." Elise's throat went dry. The air felt heavier, her body tense with the awareness of how close his lips were to hers. For a terrifying second, she thought he might kiss her, but instead, Lance chuckled, pulling back just enough to leave her flustered and frustrated. "See? You were holding your breath." "I was not." He raised an eyebrow, clearly amused. "Oh, you definitely were." Elise pushed herself up, crossing her arm. "You're so full of yourself." "Maybe, but I'm not wrong." The storm raged on, and somehow Lance ended up stretching out on her floor, hands behind his head like he owned the space. Elise sat on the bed, trying not to stare at how relaxed he looked, his shirt riding up just enough to expose a hint of toned skin. Her brain screamed, "Don't look, don't look," but her eyes betrayed her. And of course, he caught her. "You're staring," he said casually, eyes still closed. "I am not," she shot back instantly, face on fire. "Uh-huh. Sure," he cracked one eye open, smirk tugging at his lips. "If you want a better view, you can sit closer." Elise grabbed her pillow and hurled it at him, which only made him laugh harder. "God, you're impossible." "Admit it," he said, voice dropping into something softer, teasing but edged with sincerity. "You'd miss me if I weren't here." Her chest tightened. She hated that she couldn't immediately deny it. Before she could come up with a reply, the lights flickered back on. Elise blinked at the sudden brightness. And just like that, the spell was broken. Lance sat up, grinning. "Looks like you're safe now." But Elise knew the real danger had nothing to do with the storm. The next day, their unspoken tension only got worse. Elise was in the kitchen, making instant noodles, when Lance appeared behind her. She jumped at the sudden closeness, his hand reaching past her shoulder to grab a mug from the shelf. "You always get startled so easily," he murmured near her ear. "You always sneak up on me." "Or maybe," he said, deliberately brushing against her as he moved back, "you're just hyper-aware of me?" Her cheeks burned. "You wish?" "Oh, I don't have to wish." He smirked, leaning against the counter, watching her stir the noodles. "You give yourself away every time." Elise's hands tightened on the chopsticks. "You're unbelievable. And you're fun to tease." He paused, then added wickedly, "Besides, it's not like you don't tease me back." She spun, scandalized. "I do not." "You totally do. The way you roll your eyes, the way you pretend you're annoyed. It's basically flirting." Elise's jaw dropped. "That is not flirting." Lance leaned in, eyes glinting with challenge. "Then show me what flirting really looks like." The words hung in the air like a dare. Elise's heart thundered in her chest. She should walk away, laugh it off, tell him he was insane, but instead, she froze, caught between the urge to slap him and the insane temptation to actually take the dare. Her silence was enough to make his grin widen. "Thought so," he whispered, before brushing past her and leaving her breathless in the kitchen. That night, Elise tossed and turned, her mind replaying the almost kiss, the dare, the way his voice had dipped into something that felt dangerously real. And for the first time since she moved into the boarding house, Elise admitted to herself she was in trouble.